Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today, we see who's better in the NFC. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Xavier Gipson now to return. This makes it up to the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. First down throwing for Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
You know what I like about that kick? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Trying again, following the sack. Completes this one to Jahan Johnson. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it. And they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
Moving on into the red zone. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Hurts now from the gun. This throw is caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback try and power for him. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, setting an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. Gonna run with Barkley. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Eagles get the game's first points here in the second. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as frequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect one for one.
That one splits the uprights, and they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. We give to Mason. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, McCarthy finds the in route complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Off play action, it's McCarthy. He's a man, Justin Jefferson. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
1st and 10.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
There's McCarthy on 1st and 10. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Mason gets it from the gun. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Another run for Mason. He's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He was taken down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
McCarthy throwing on this 3rd and 1. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So the Vikings will try a field goal on fourth down. Will Reichert headed out. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. Reichert connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Gibson now to return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 39. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
First and 10. He keeps it on the option. He gets him inside the 40, and that's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Vikings 35-yard line.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Now here he goes again. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
And an Eagle first down.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Here's Hurts. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. It's a screen to Barkley. Jukes one defender. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
At that down the distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Tight end motioning right. On first and 10, it's Hurts. He can run it. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be second down. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught just shy of the goal line. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10.
Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Play action, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Another try following the sack. Avoid some trouble there. Gets him close to 8 on that effort. It's nice slide at the end. That brings up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? On the shotgun, McCarthy. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. Does force a 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. He has it at the 22. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every 1st down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Finds his man over the middle. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
That's on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
1st down, a run with Barkley. Finds a big lane. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
After such a magnificent run, quick story time. My first NFL start. Ricky Watters does the same thing. Gets the ball inside and near that goal line. And I get in the huddle. Ricky says, give Ricky the ball. Time to give Ricky the ball. You pay off a running back after such a tremendous effort.
1st down from the red zone. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Barkley will not score, and he's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Vikings will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. Receiver in motion, headed right. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Throw complete to Thielen. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
Complete to number 19, Adam Thielen. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Three quarters in the books from this one. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That's caught, he found some space. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, it's Mason. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now McCarthy. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down.
By Josh Uche.
And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Third down.
Final
and
quarter,
14.
this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. Looking slant route complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the gun, Mason. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a 4th quarter lead. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown.
Kate, every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can run routes. You got guys that can do a little bit of everything. And then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings push their lead to 3.
10, Eagles 7.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Gibson now to return. And He's brought down just inside the 25. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
First down throwing for Hurts. Man downfield, and Goddard has it. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They get 28 out of that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First and 10, here's Hurts. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up. Well, it sure seems like they have found the wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read Brock. Got him on a pick on the last drive, and they should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception you don't like, back-to-back drives. That's a really hard walk off the field.
He's dropped a big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
He's got Brown on the slant, and he's taken down at the 30. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and 10 now from the 30. Setting up to pass. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. It's just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Second and 6 coming up here. Here he is to throw. He's got Smith. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's first and 10. Back to throw. He's running with it. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal. He'll look to throw it. Dumped off to his running back. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
He fields it from the 8. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. The Vikings now set to take the field. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. First and 10 now from the 30. Now it's McCarthy. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 37. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Able to find Hawkinson. And he works this to the 38 before going now. So here's their 3rd and final timeout. 7 seconds left in this game.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Another throw here for McCarthy. Same guy. Here's Hawkinson again. And they're on him right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory.